Treasury official?
None.
Oh, don't be defeatist.
What's he done in the Treasury to date? He's not on the Weapons Development Committee, is he?
It's all in the file.
Tell you one thing that isn't there.
What?
The fact that his wife and my wife have some friends in common.
With an only child, I think you've just got to say no. If you send a boy away to school, at least make sure it's a mixed school. That's what I think. That's a Nietzsche original, isn't it? Oh, how clever of you. Oh, do you stock Nietzsche in that boutique of yours? Yes, I do, but not exclusives. I love his line. It's a bit daring at my age, I suppose. Or short skirts and all. In a few months, the only women who will wear skirts to their knees are the ones with bad legs. You know, I have a theory about fashion. It should be outrageous. Exactly. When people have the courage to do outrageous things, it means they have self-confidence. They're sure enough of themselves to get the important things done, too. You must come and have dinner with us sometime. You and your husband. We'd love to. Thank you very much. Good. What exactly does your husband do, Mrs. Sinclair? Jocasta. Ross. Oh, two funny names. Oh, Tom's a civil servant. Dry old stick. He's been bending your husband's ear for the past 20 minutes. Oh, that makes a very nice change.
My goodness, I'm not in that league.
Neither am I anymore. That was a few years ago.
But you made it.
By the skin of my teeth, as I stepped ashore at Cap Green, I got a bad cramp.
Yes, I read about that. You had the channel swimming record, didn't you?
A little one, yes.
What a shame you didn't keep it up.
Oh, it's a full-time job, any athletics. Mind you, I like a dip every now and again, but not in cold water anymore.
Well, that limits you.
In England, yes.
We're very lucky. We get down to Sunningdale from time to time. My managing director has a pool that's heated.
Oh, these wealthy tycoons.
You want to come down with us sometime?
Like that.
Good.
It's on one condition.
What's that?
No business.
How long do you think your wife will keep Mrs. Sinclair out of the way?
Oh, long enough, I think. No window shopping. At least I hope it's window.
I'm not saying I'm a fool about figures.
I'm sure you're not.
No, but I envy chaps like you who can feel at home with them. You know, old friends.
You're too modest, I'm sure. I doubt if anyone could do your job without being very good at juggling figures.
You'll be astonished, quite astonished, how few men in industry have your kind of gifts.
Really?
Chaps like you are worth your weight in gold to a large firm. You're almost impossible to find.
Really?
Yes, indeed. Mr. Sinclair.
No, thank you.
What?
No, thank you.
What do you mean, no thank you?
To the job that you are about to offer me, I really do prefer the civil service. I'm beginning to think you had some ulterior motive in inviting me down here.
Alley, Carson.
Am I not welcome?
Well, of course you are.
I'm afraid I can't discuss anything like that. However obliquely.
Roquet. And croquet.
What a dirty game this is. The thing that sweet old ladies used to play it.
Ah, vicious.
When you play to win.
Well, you'd be very insulted if I let you win, wouldn't you?
Not that insulted.
Damn. What's your secret? How'd you do it?
Secret of my success?
Yeah.
Inertia.
Inertia. Wasn't there a permanent secretary at the Treasury once who had all his memo paper printed with the opening sentence, "This is an atrocious proposition and must be sternly resisted"?
And you're back to talking about bald eagle.
Well, that's what we were talking about, isn't it?
You may have been, I'm here for a social afternoon.
Let's talk about it sometime, Tom. So you can play dirty too?
When I know the rules of the game.
Oh, Jolly was quite put down.
Of course.
You're being very difficult.
Impossible.
What do you want?
One thing. No. What I want is not to have to discuss the matter at all.
I always understood the job of a civil servant was only to do what he was told.
Alec, I like you. My wife has taken to rods. But if you try to use what I understood to be a social occasion to force a discussion of your business affairs, we shall have to leave.
That's telling me.
I'm afraid so.
Just one last thing then, Tom, since we're talking plainly.
If you like.
You're opposing a contract which seems to me in the very best national interests.
You're no judge of that.
Neither are you. A politician's job.
Is that what you had to say?
No, but if you're very slightly out of line, let me be too.
Go on.
You won't discuss it now. Will you tell me your side of it over lunch tomorrow? You owe me that much.
I owe you nothing. I'm not giving you an advantage like that.
The croquet term for it is finesse.
Have dinner with us.
What?
With Ross.
Me to play, I think.
By whose rules?
Yes, indeed, Mr. Tyson.
MOGUL seems to go from strength to strength.
No small part of that is due to the cooperation we get from your people.
I'm glad.
I've been making a tour of MOGUL plants here, and I think...
What
that-
exactly can I do for you, sir?
In what way?
Why have you come to see me?
Oh, nothing specific. I just happened to be here in the States. A little liaison visit, I suppose.
Liaison for whom? You're Mr. Stewart?
Stewart.
I won't be pressured in this way.
Eh?
I think you understand me.
I'm afraid I don't. Has Stewart been making a nuisance of himself?
I have nothing to add to what I told him.
And what did you tell him? Oh, what?
About bald eagle?
I think you and I have some talking to do.
Uh-huh.
Just seeing what the world looks like from here.
Then what does it?
Small.
Where's Napoleon?
Chasing Chimera.
Which?
He thinks he's something on Tom Sinclair. On his wife.
More coffee. Oh, no, thanks. That was lovely.
Alec?
No, thank you.
Darling.
What are you thinking about going? Alec's got to work tomorrow.
I don't rush you, darling.
Are you implying that they don't work at the Treasury?
Alec, you had something to talk about, I thought.
Is this the time point?
It's the only time I will talk about it.
It's up to you.
Ah, let's forget it. It's been a nice evening.
What about lunch tomorrow, then?
You don't give up, do you?
Not on this snow.
What does Roz know about Bald Eagle?
She's the daughter of the nearby mark.
You know what I mean?
Well, I don't.
He means can we talk in front of you?
Well, I was security cleared once, if that's what you mean.
Her father dragged her into the air ministry.
Briefly. I must say it gave me a very nasty sort of feeling.
They discovered my grandmother was an Austrian Jewess. That worried them.
You were cleared, though, were you?
Well, yes, of course I was. When I married Tom.
It was strictly a non-classified conversation, anyway.
In that case, I reserve the right to take it up again.
But nothing you take up.
Oh, you men. Take yourself so seriously. All this cloak and dagger.
Like a secret society.
For schoolboys. What good do you think it does, anyway? All this fuss about the Russians, or whoever it is we currently think is trying to rape our women.
Caster, there are gentlemen present.
Do you think the Russians don't know every bit as much as we do, anyway? It's the public they keep in the dark, that's all.
You want to know why I oppose Bald Eagle?
I want you to change your mind about opposing Bald Eagle.
So there are two main reasons.
Oh, no fear, I'm not missing this.
Which are,
The first is the aircraft industry itself.
by and large, a very fine industry.
Is it? To my mind, it is too big, too expensive, unwieldy, inefficient, feather-bedded, and worst of all, it's getting to be unsuccessful.
You can't be serious.
I am perfectly. It costs too much nowadays. It costs too much to keep an overgrown industry in work. It costs too much to speculate with a new aircraft. They produce too many. We can't afford to try competing abroad with more than a few players that are pretty certain to sell.
What about the money it's made with exports? Hundreds of millions.
As made. Past tense.
Ah,
I am deeply opposed to subsidizing it any further.
There's your answer.